Homesteader family, welcome back to the journey. Welcome to this edition of the Sunday Monday vlog. This is Mr. Chubbers. He wanted to be on camera, so he's joining in for the video tonight. Still sick, still haven't got much done. Like the title of my video says, it took one homesteader, me, to change Arkansas, and that's because I brought Colorado weather with me. I warned everybody that I'm an alien. I warned everybody that weather follows me. I said I was taking moisture. I was taking snow. And since 2020, Arkansas has had winters. So in 2020, they had 14 inches in one big drop. Thank you, Light Hills Energy Progressives. I appreciate it. So 2020, they had 14 inches of snow. Then 2021, they had 16 inches of snow, and these are in one drop, not accumulated throughout the whole year. Normally they have a lot of small little dustings, but no big snow except about once every 10 years. And now we're having the massive Arctic front that's coming across most of the U.S., but Arkansas is going to be minus 30s in this area. So something they haven't seen in 50 to 100 years. It does happen once in a long time, but normally just once a generation. My hay lady brought some hay out today, and because I don't pick it up anymore, I have it all delivered. And she was all bundled up, had long sleeve shirt on, and a hoodie on, and a jacket on, and I'm out there with just my hoodie and my t-shirt on. So still not as cold to me as it is to the locals here. Because they're all bundled up and everything, and it was 42 degrees. So for me, 42 is not that cold, and so I don't know what these people are gonna do when they get the negative 30s, negative 20s in this area. So this homesteader brought the cold with me. It looks like we have a chance of snow now for Christmas here. So I always said, white Christmases are coming to Arkansas. And slowly but surely, the weather is changing. So it's either I'm very good at predicting where weather's going to be, or the alien thing holds true, and I control and take the weather where I want it to go. So go figure that one out, because either one, it doesn't really make sense to most people, because if I'm really good at predicting weather, then I've chosen some good spots and bad spots to live over the years. And if I'm not good at predicting, then I probably shouldn't have been in some of the areas. I have some hot tea loaded with raw honey from Little Rock here in Arkansas. So I'm not buying the cheap clover honey that Walmart sells that I used to buy that everybody gave me a hard time about. So it's your fault. Mail it back to Canada. I'll let it warm up after like January 3rd, January 4th, and then it will be the regular winter. But up until then, I think we're going to have the nice cold, brisk weather to keep everybody alive and kicking. And make everybody snuggle in and really enjoy the holidays, where if it's 80 degrees like down in Florida, then you can't really enjoy Christmas. So you got to have that cold Arctic front come in for Christmas, because it just makes it all the more holly jolly and merryful or magical or festive holiday, whatever you want to say. So this week I haven't done much, once again, because I'm still sick, which this is very excuse me, difficult for me, because as everybody's seen since 2016, and then all my friends and stuff from my whole life, I normally kick things in 3 to 5 days. I normally don't ever go over 5 days being sick, and I've been sick since I got sick on the 9th early in the morning, so I'm going on like 9 or 10 days, and it's just not working. So hopefully this cold front will come in, ice my lungs out, and get rid of my sickness, and I can move on from there. However, I am trying to do a little bit of work around here little by little. So I'll flip the camera around real quick. So I went ahead, all the wood that I tore off where I put the plywood on the right hand side of the house, all that wood was piled over here where the Christmas tree is now. The Christmas tree was all the way over on this edge of the window, and I had all the boards with nails and everything. So I went ahead and got all that and put that in the front room on the other side here. So that way I got all that mess out of here. And I'm thinking I might start building this wall here and working on the house. So I did that. I got firewood brought in so the fire can stay stoked. I did not pick up a truckload of firewood yet from the homestead. I do need to fill my firewood rack up. So I do plan to do that tomorrow, because I believe tomorrow morning is when the cold's really starting to come in here. Like I say, it was 42 degrees here today, 55 the day before. So we've had decent weather here. It's been nice. But I'm going to go and drop hay for the animals tomorrow and grain them. I'm going to, through the cold temperatures, I'll grain them in the morning and I'll grain them in the evening. Now, of course, my morning's like 10, 11 o'clock, and my evenings are when it's dark. So it won't be first thing in the morning or too late at night. Hyperventilate in the freezer and save my heating bill. Well, Light Heels, you just have to get a wood stove and get a wooded homestead that you just buy the stove one time and then you have all the firewood you want from your property. Gotta get back to that good old-fashioned homesteading where you live off your land and don't have to worry about the heating bills. But it will go away. Spring is around the corner, so we only have a couple more months here in Arkansas, and we're gonna start warming up, and then like it goes every year, everybody's gonna start complaining how hot it is, and they wish they had snow, because then their electric bills through the roof trying to cool their places. So got to have all the seasons. We've had spring, summer, and fall. Now we got to enjoy winter for a little bit. But so tomorrow I'm going to go. I'm going to get a truckload of firewood and refill my firewood rack right outside. I'm going to grain the animals in the morning, and then I'll go back over tomorrow evening and grain them again. I grained them this afternoon, and then I went to Harrison to do all my grocery shopping before the storm comes in, before everybody gets crazy with, oh, I need my milk, I need my bread, and you can't get anything at the store. So I went ahead and got that done. I did get a loaf of bread because I'm going to switch over now since we're going into cold weather. I got a bunch of the microwave tomato soup, Campbell's tomato soup, and then I got Kraft singles and a tub of butter and a loaf of bread, and I'll throw grilled cheeses inside the toaster oven, so that way I can have my grilled cheese and tomato soup through the cold weather. That should actually help open my chest up as well, and I really enjoy that. And since I don't have the stove going and everything, I was trying to figure out a way of doing it without having dishes. So I got the disposable knives, butter the bread, put aluminum foil down inside toaster oven, and the microwave soup that gets tossed anyhow. So no dishes, no mess, something really easy, something simple to do, and that's a good meal for the cold winter season. Besides that, all the animals are doing good. I did try for about an hour, 2 or 3 days ago, I tried to move some sticks and stack the sticks along the fence, but that's still way too much for me right now with my chest, because I've got so much built up on my chest. It's still trying to break up, and I don't really do medicine. So when I got really sick on the 9th and 10th, I did 2 days of cold medicine, and then after that I don't take medicine. I let my body rebuild, so I'm not losing my immune system, and I'm not pumping a bunch of chemicals in my body, because everybody knows I don't do the chemicals or medicines that well, except ibuprofen, and that's just to dull the pain in my neck and my back. Today, I think, yeah, today's Monday. So Friday, I made a phone call. I went ahead and scheduled or got on the books to get on the schedule through the VA to to try to get some dental work done. Because I haven't been to the dentist in a long time. Um, Last time I was at dentist, I had my 4 wisdom teeth pulled. Before that, it was 2006. So I have not been to the dentist since 2006. Everybody knows how much Coke I drink. Um, and then I started drinking coffee on a regular basis after meeting Carla. Still drink normally 1 cup of coffee a day. However, I have not drank coffee in this past week because it just does not sit well with my stomach right now. And so I called the VA up. I haven't even seen the VA doctors here. But apparently, when I slit my face open with the angle grinder when I first moved out here, with my VA card, my VA ID, when they got all that in the ambulance, they actually took me to the Harrison VA, and I didn't even know there was Harrison VA clinic up in Harrison. So since I go Harrison all the time, the doctor's actually up there, and I got a phone call today, and it turns out the dentist office is up there as well. So I am scheduled. They called me back and said right now they got me tentatively scheduled for I think the first or second week of January. They're gonna call me back and verify everything, send me a letter and all that type of stuff. They had to get all my VA information because there's a very, very fine line through the VA that you have to hold and qualify and meet and succeed or supersede in order to get dental work done through the VA without it coming out of your pocket. I don't go to doctors, so I haven't seen a doctor since I had all my x-rays and MRIs and all that stuff done on my neck and my back. They sent me up to Denver like 11 times, so I have a whole file cabinet filled of x-rays and MRIs and CAT scans and all that stuff of my skeletal, the muscle, the nerves, all that jazz that they did. So they had to pull all my records, and then since I've been living in Arkansas now for over 2 years, I haven't reached out to the VA and got a new general doctor because as soon as all my x-rays and all that stuff was done, I said I wasn't going ahead and taking pills. I laid in bed, laid on my couch in Colorado, taking muscle relaxers and oxycodone and oxycontin and all that stuff, and it was a mess. So I didn't want to do that. So my doctor said that they weren't going to see me if I didn't follow their doctor's orders. And so if I didn't take the medicine and it wasn't in my system when they did my blood tests and all that type of stuff to make sure the levels were all right, then they weren't going to see me. And if they weren't going to see me, then I was going to fall off of their docket. And if I fell off their docket, then it could take up to 12 months to 18 months to get a new doctor because of how backed up the VA was back then. Apparently it's not that backed up now because when they called me today, they assigned me a doctor. So I'm going to have a doctor now out here, which I'll probably have to go see at least once because it just got scheduled or whatever, or, you know, the doctor was given to me. But I don't go to doctors. I don't go to the dentist. But I am getting a couple cavities, I believe, because every once in a blue moon, I can feel the pain in my teeth. And I know that's from drinking all the Coke and everything else. And it's like anything else in life. You only live one life. So you can either sit there and drink nasty water and have some other type of health problem, or you can drink what you want and deal with the health issues that you have as you come. Because no matter what, whether you drink water, eat veggies, eat meat, drink Coke, smoke cigarettes, drink alcohol, no matter what you do, you're gonna die. Uh, Nobody lives forever, not even us aliens. We only live to 200. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get dental work done. I figured with all the holidays, um, you're gonna have people coming back after the holidays. They're gonna start scheduling all that type of stuff. So wanted to get in, and like they said, right now it's either first or second week of January. So I'll be able to get that done, along with who knows with all the shortages and personnel not wanting to work. I'd rather go ahead, just knock out my teeth, get a once over, get a cleaning, get whatever cavities filled, get my mouth taken care of. So if something does occur with everyone thinking, some type of war is going to break out or civil unrest or anything like that, you got to think and be prepared in that mindset, which, like I talked to my buddy when he was here last week, um, you know, we've been talking about all this since back in 2011 when I first became homeless and lost everything and became a doomsday prepper. And there's people that we knew that said it was going to happen in 12 months, it was going to happen in 18 months, it was going to happen in 36 months, so on and so forth. And here we are, 2011 to 22, going in 23. 11 years later, everything hasn't fallen apart. And for those of you that watch all the fear porn and the Alex Joneses and all the different people that just rant and rave and talk about doomsday is approaching, if you stop watching that stuff for a week, doomsday isn't happening. But when you go back and watch it, it's going to happen tomorrow, because that's the mindset of fear, and fear unfortunately runs a lot of people's lives. So if you are fearful, then you should be at the gym. You should be in shape. Hey, Andreas, how you doing tonight? If you need dental work done, you should have your dental work done. If you have medicines you need to have, then you need to get to the doctor, get whatever taken care of. But the thing is, even with people thinking the worst, they don't go get this stuff done. And if you're not getting this stuff done, then you're going to end up dying and passing on anyhow when everything happens, because you're going to be too obese to do anything. You're not going to be in shape to do anything. You're going to die of starvation or mouth infection if your mouth isn't taken care of. If you don't have the right medicines or got one of the right regimens, then you're not going to get it in a collapse. So for those of you that think that way, you should be thinking all the way around. You should cover all bases, not just stock rice and beans, thinking that rice and beans is the savior of the planet. It's a lot more than that. You need a good mouth that's not infected. You need teeth that you can chew things up and eat. You need to be healthy so you can go out and get your food. You need to know how to garden. Need to know how to plant seeds, harvest seeds, because what happens when you run through all your seed packets that you bought from Home Depot and there's no store to go buy seeds? You need to learn how to harvest seeds. So there's multiple things to do. So I'm doing that as well. I'm finally going to take care of my mouth. I've had issues for probably about 4 or 5 months now, and I just deal with it. I do have clove oil, and I have the Ambisol. I think that's what it's called, the chemical agent that numbs. But clove oil does the same thing. So I try to go natural too, even though I'm not a hippie. I do have some essential oils. But I haven't even touched either of those. I just deal with it as it comes. But I started thinking I need to go ahead, get the dentist scheduled, get that taken care of. Like I said, I'm probably going to have to go see a doctor through the VA because they just assigned me one. But then after that, I probably won't see a doctor again until I'm dead. And then I don't need to see the doctor. So it's all good. Because if you look at some people, you go to a doctor, they say, hey, you got cancer. And then that's the end of their world for some people, not all people. And then they roll over and die. Where, who knows, they could have lived with it. And mentally, it's not there. And if it doesn't cause any issue, if it's just there, then you live and then you die, and you never know the difference. So that's how I go about my life. I know it may not be the best, um, but we all choose our ways in life. We all choose what we want to do, how we want to live, and like I said, we only have one life, so we got to live it. So with that, that's pretty much it for this week. My buddy Steve came out. We did go out. I walked a little bit with him. He did most of the walking out on the homestead. I sat in the truck because I just wasn't feeling good. Um, the dry creek bed on the back of the homestead, we got a bunch of rain, and some of that dirt that I moved a while back that held some water. So I'm gonna be planning on what I want to do next year. Um, this will probably, I'm not sure how rest of this month falls for this next Sunday Monday vlog, but this might be my last Sunday Monday vlog for this year, and then I might not do one next week if it's still in December. Well, it will be in December because we're not even to Christmas yet. Because I need to start working on my end of year video and my new year new goals video. And I'm going to be coming up, I'm going to be changing a bunch of stuff once again. We all know how often I change everything at the beginning of the year and end the year on what my goal was. And I was planning to start doing some fencing and stuff, but now I think I'm going to be changing my mind on that. And I might be actually doing some stuff here at the restaurant. So I'll be getting the end of year in review video together for you guys, and then I'll have the new year, new goals, and going into a lot of detail for next year. I know a lot of stuff didn't get accomplished this year because my whole life got turned upside down starting back in February. So that changed the whole year right there, and we've gone on all different journeys and avenues. Alien stability is famous. Oh yeah, we just hover around in our spaceships. You never know if we're coming or going. So, with that, I hope everybody has a great week. I hope everybody has a great Christmas. If I don't come back for the next Sunday Monday vlog, then I will see you guys after the New Year. I might do a New Year's Eve or New Year's Day video, but I will have the end of year video. That will be the last day of December I'll put out, and the New Year New Goal will be released January 1st or January 2nd. So with that, I hope everybody has a great week. For those of you that do not have a wood stove, go ahead, soak in that heat, turn off your thermostat, feel that heat. That's right, you can't feel through the foam. Anyhow, enjoy the fire. Have that fire nurture your soul, and stay warm through this cold front. I hope everybody's prepared. Make sure your plumbing's all set up, your animals are fed, your animals have bedding, and enjoy the holidays. So take care. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year's, and I'll see you guys on the next video.